Okay, so I have, I've had it dry a little bit. In fact, I took a heat gun to it to dry it out a little bit so it's not moving around as very much. I need a little ball of clay, which I don't have handy actually. So I'm just not gonna, I'll just tell you what I was going to do because it's easy enough to demonstrate. I was gonna scratch here, put a ball of clay on top of it, and I was gonna turn a knob onto that. Which you can imagine, this is solid enough that I could just throw some sort of little knob, but that's not really necessary. I'm sure you can see what I'm doing. Now what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to make this more centered. You'll see that it scratches right there, scratch, 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 about 1/4 of an inch away on the other side. So I'm finding out where it's scratching, which is right here, and I'm gonna push it half of that distance, so 1/8 of an inch that direction, and then try again. I should actually be centering this spot more than anything, so. Scratching right here. Pushing about 1/8 of an inch. It's not as dry as I'd like it to be. Oh, it's even worse now. It's because the pot's soft down here, so when I tried to push the whole pot, it did not work. Okay, so scratched right here. So I'm going to move this stuff out of the way this time. Scooch it over a little, the whole thing over a little bit. Looks quite off-center, but it's actually not very off-center right here at the top, which is where I need to focus. So I'm going to basically go in here, right here at the bottom here, and I'm going to cut at a bevel inward here through this and basically remove the top. You can see where I closed it on the inside. It creates kind of an interesting shape, which I'm actually going to mush over. Not sure why I did that. I should have left it, I think, because it would have been interesting. Now this thing is going to be real close to fitting there, but not quite. I'm going to start by taking this, I'm going to turn it upside down on here. I'm going to somewhat center it. Some pressure on it. Trim that a little bit. Trim a little bit in here. Now I'm going to trim this a little bit. I'm going to use a needle tool. Trim this. This is your opportunity to really make it fit exactly the way you want. It's a little bit tight, so I got to ask myself, do I want to take some off here or do I want to take some off here? And I think I'm going to take a little bit off of both sides. Personal choice. Could have done whichever you wanted, but I think that a little bit off here. Which makes it almost fit. I'm going to remove a little bit off here. Probably would be better if I was a little better centered. I'm actually going to round this. You know, there's a lot of choices going on here at the moment, but I'm going to round that a little bit. And I think this is going to fit. Still a little snugger than I want it to be. Jar. I could at this point, if I wanted to, I could still throw a little knob on there, which I think I'm going to do, although maybe not. It's probably the shape it should be anyways, in terms of shapes. There you go. That's my last demonstration.